Worked for 2 years at State Central as the assistant to the chairman. From there, I moved on to a political campaign of a former governor, I won't name. And then I was fortunate enough to be hired as the political director for State Central. And I spent 7 years as the political director for State Central under 3 chairmen. Bill Hamsey, Herb Shepherdson, and George Gallo. Now, my experience in politics is a little different. You know, I didn't grow up in an environment where politics was always discussed. My parents worked. I was a blue-collar kid. But I always had this passion about politics. And at 24, while the political director, I decided to run for state rep. Now, where I'm from, it's about 3.5 to 1 at a disadvantage. And I managed, at 24 years old, I can't beat you, but at 24 years old, I lost with George Bush on the top of the ticket in a minority Democrat district by 100 votes. I also got the endorsement of the New York Times. Now, when I tell you that I have the same values and virtues that every Republican in this room has, I believe in economic freedom, liberty, all the things that we espouse, how was I able to convince this many Democrats and the New York Times that it was okay to choose me? And the answer is communication. I am tired of being the party that is labeled as anti-poor, racist, sexist. We don't do a good enough job of explaining ourselves. We are constantly on the defensive. I won't be. Our next party chair has a real challenge on their hands. We are buried so deep underneath lies and manipulation of the Democrats. We need someone that's going to come out swinging. And I want to be that person. It's in my nature. I grew up in a tough neighborhood. And that's what we need. We need someone that's going to fight and take on the Democrats every step, every breath. And what's interesting when you fight, teams rally around each other when they're inspired, right? When you see a chairman that's standing up there and taking on Dan Malloy, people will write a check. People will be willing to put their names up for candidates because they're going to feel that they're not alone. Now, I know that there's a lot of infrastructure and a lot of things we have to discuss, which will probably come out tonight. But in terms of the fundamental problem with the Republican Party, and it's not just State Central, it's that a lot of us somehow have this embarrassment, or we have to defend what other Republicans do. I think it is absolutely tragic that no one defended in our party Tim Herbst for what was going on. I don't know if you guys know what happened with the painting. There was this big issue where the town's threatened to get sued. No one defended him. No one has gone after Dan Malloy on this whole issue with Indiana. How dare this man question another governor when this is one of the worst states in the country? And that's my point, is we were afraid to aggressively, because we can't be labeled. We can't be labeled. That's not leadership. And as a chairman, this is part of the responsibility, is to be able to stand up and represent the values of the party and deliver in a way that can be communicated to attract people, not to repel them. And that's what we're always afraid of. So I'm going to end there. I want more engagement from you guys in what you see the party as and questions about organization and all that stuff. But I think fundamentally what makes me different is the fact that I've worked in this office. I know how it works. I have the experience of running programs and doing everything that office has to do with. And I'm willing to literally take Democrats on every chance I get. It's my favorite thing to do. Anyway, thank you.